The unique challenges that we faced with regards to recruitment is that we are close to the cities. Being close is sometimes a negative because people, well, I'm so close I want to be in the city, and why do I want to go out to a small town?
The committee in the past and the community in the past didn't connect with the physicians and their families. We had already seen a couple physicians leave the community, and one more had brought his concerns forward and said he was going to be leaving as well.
We lost 4, 5, 6 doctors, and then the struggles appeared. We decided it's time for action. We can't continue.
Vegreville is a great community, great to bring up a young family. We're close to Edmonton for other things that you may want, but for the most part everything is right here.
You either grow up in a town or raise your children in a town where everybody knows everybody and it's just a real family atmosphere.
You know, it's very open and welcoming to anybody. When you talk about Vegreville, people automatically say, oh, that's the place with the big egg.
I know when I and my family moved here, there were 2 medical clinics. And over the years, due to retirement, of course, we lost the 1 clinic.
We've had the homegrowns. The homegrown physicians that came here and they raised their families here, and then they were retiring. The biggest concern was, of course, the size of our community, 25,000 people plus, and you know, where were they going to be able to get the medical services that they needed?
Physicians that are going out, and so we support them in regards to going out.
The first thing that happened when we were in a crisis mode, the Town of Vegreville reached out to RPAP, and we got a community meeting together that ranged from council members of the town and county business people, and then just community members at large. And then we decided that we need to strike a new committee, and then really focused in on what our needs were and started our recruiting efforts.
The County of Minburn has always been partnering with the town with the physician recruitment because they know their residents all need to have a doctor as well. So we got involved with AHS and also a recruiting firm for physicians.
As the committee had to try to make the rural area look attractive enough to get somebody to come here to have a look. There is a lot of competition amongst the rural sites for physicians.
What attracts a doctor and his family to Vegreville? Basically lifestyle. So we worked hard to get our board members to be ready to welcome and appreciate the doctors. And we've done well.
So today I see you here for review of this clavicle fracture.
Correct.
In the last bones, eh? Vegreville was the first place that I visited. You know, on arrival, it just felt like the right place to be. It was like a calling. The people were absolutely amazing. Everybody was approachable. They made me feel very comfortable, very welcome. They were extremely hospitable. The majority of them happened at the junction.
We were very well looked after when we came to visit. The recruitment committee only had 24 hours with us. It was almost an afterthought for us coming to visit Vegreville in the first place. But they clearly spent a lot of time studying us in advance. They had got all the information they could about us, the things we like to do. Yeah, they really showed off the town to its best advantage.
Vegreville is really connecting with the physician and their family, ensuring that all their needs are met or some of their cultural differences.
I'm sure you'll be a lot better by next week.
The committee really stepped forward and worked very hard to connect with the potential physicians from the interview process right up until the site visit, and then when they eventually did relocate to Vegreville.
When you have a recruitment team or committee in your community is to get the involvement and the investment of the local physicians. One of the members of our committee is a physician that was recruited. So he provides a lot of ideas and insights as to what physicians might be looking for when they're coming from another country.
On arrival, obviously we would have needed to have a vehicle. They actually loaned us a vehicle for a 3-month period. In terms of accommodation, Jamie Hush had already arranged a little condo right in the heart of Vegreville. I don't know anybody who's actually come in here and hasn't made it their permanent home. I don't see me going back ever. This is home now, and it's been wonderful. Date of admission, 14 January 2000.
I'm very proud of the success the committee has had in a short time. We've only been together for 3 years, and we've had a lot of success with recruiting 3 doctors. But aside from that, it's very proud as a member of Vegreville to see how the community has come together, and that's from council, town and county, business members, and all the people within the community have really worked very hard together to bring the physicians here and make them as comfortable as possible.
I would recommend coming to rural Alberta to anybody. It reminds me why I wanted to be a doctor when I was a kid. I imagined myself as a doctor who'd be working in a clinic and a hospital and stitching people up in the emergency room. And I get to do that here. It's a really exciting job, and yeah, recommend it to anybody.